Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture of DOS. So today we will study about the shear reinforcement. So what is shear reinforcement? So shear reinforcement, as name implies, it is provide the resistance against shear forces to which a beam is subjected to and is usually in a form of stirrups. So what is stirrups, that we will see in this particular lecture. So to begin with, let's have a summary of what shear load is, especially in a structures. So it can be defined as a force that tends to produce a sliding failure on a material or an element along a plane that is parallel to the direction of the force. So a shear reinforcement would be any measure taken to withstand such a load as to avoid the shear failure. In the cases of the beams, shear reinforcement is provided in a form of a stirrups, right? So let's start shear in a homogeneous in a beam. So let shear stress is to be calculated as a section AA in a figure. So figure is shown in this page. So this is the beam which is subjected to UDL, W kilonewton per meter. Here reaction of the beam is RA and RB is WL by 2. Let's cut this section XX. So you can see this section XX. The total dimension of depth is capital D. This is B. This is T, which we have taken portion of this beam. So we have taken a T thickness of this beam for calculation. So dimension from the center of the beam to thickness T is called Y bar. This is the distance between a CG of the area A and center of the section. So this area A we will take for the calculation of this shear stress. And this is the shear stress diagram. In the shear stress diagram, you can see at the center of the beam, we can see tau maximum is here, and the diagram of this beam is parabolic. So let's find a shear stress. So equation for the shear stress is a V into A into Y bar upon IB, where tau is a shear stress, V is a shear force. We can say SF at any section. A is the area outside the section. So we can calculate this area B into T. B is the width and T is the thickness of that particular strip. Y bar is a distance between a CG of the area A and center of the section. You can see in this figure. I is the MI of beam. MI means moment of inertia of a beam. You have already studied about the moment of inertia in a previous semesters. So for the rectangular beam, what is I? So I is a BD cube by 12. Here we will take a B, this small b, D as a overall depth. So BD cube by 12 is the moment of inertia in a particular beam. B is the width of the section and D is the depth of the section. So for the rectangular beam, shear stress distribution is a parabolic. So maximum shear stress will be a tau maximum is equal to 1.5 into V upon B into D. So this is the equation for the shear stress calculation. You can see these figures here. You can see the beam, and this is the SF diagram. So in a particular beam, the maximum shear force comes at the ends of the beam, and at the center of the beam SF will be 0. And if we want to see a BM diagram, bending moment diagram, then bending moment is the opposite of shear force. So you can see in this figure, at the supports bending moment is 0, and at the center of the beam bending moment is maximum. So for calculation of the bending moment, we have an equation WL square by 8. So this is the cross section of the particular beam. So you can see in this section, this is the vertical stirrups which resist the shear force. As I have said previously, shear force resisted by the stirrups provided in the beam. So this is the vertical stirrups which resist the SF. This is the tension reinforcement which resists the bending moment, right? Now we will see types of stirrups. So there are three types of stirrups. So first one is the vertical stirrups. So what is vertical stirrups? So normally vertical stirrups are provided two legs. You can see in this figure, this is two leg stirrups. Why it is called two legs? Because two vertical lines are here. That's why we can say this is a two-legged vertical stirrups. But for the heavy shear force, we have to provide a four-legged or a six-legged stirrups. You can see in this figure, this stirrup have a four vertical lines. So four vertical bars in this stirrup. So it is called a four-legged stirrups. And in this figure number C, you can see there is a six vertical bars provided in the stirrups. So it is called a six-legged stirrups, right? So first type is a vertical stirrup. Second type is the inclined stirrups. So you can see in this figure, this is the beam and this is the support, and these inclined lines are inclined bars provided in this beam, and that is called inclined stirrups. So basically inclined stirrups are provided at a 45 degree near the support, right? So distance between these two inclined bar is called SV. Now we will see a design steps for a shear reinforcement, how we can calculate a design of a shear reinforcement. So first of all, we should calculate a tau V. So we have an equation for the tau V, VU upon BD. This equation is given in the IS 456 page number 48. After calculating a tau V and percentage of the steel, we can calculate a tau C from the IS 456 table number 19 page number 73. I have already seen you how to calculate a tau C in a previous lectures, previous chapter in a T beam and in a ERC beam, how we can calculate a tau C. First of all, we should have a percentage of the steel for this calculation of the tau C. From the percentage of the steel, we can calculate area of the steel, and from that we have tau C. So after finding the tau V and tau C, we will see if tau V is less than tau C or tau V is a greater than tau C. So there is a two possibilities. Tau V is less than tau C or tau V is greater than tau C. So if tau V is less than tau C, then provide a minimum shear force in that beam. So how we can provide a minimum shear force in a beam? So first of all, we have to see IS 456 2000 page number 48, clause number 25.5.1.6. From these clause, you can find this equation: ASV upon B into SV should be greater than or equal to 0.4 upon 87 Fy. Here ASV is a cross section of area of a stirrup's legs, SV is the spacing of the stirrups, B is the width of the beam, and Fy is the characteristics of the stirrups. Characteristics of the stirrup means which grade of steel you have used in this particular design of the beam. So from this equation we can do subject SV, and from this we have a spacing of stirrups. Let's see second possibility. So second possibility is tau V is greater than tau C. If tau V is greater than tau C, then shear reinforcement is to be designed. अगर टाउ वी टाउ सी से ज़्यादा है तो हमें डिज़ाइन करनी पड़ेगी. अगर टाउ वी टाउ सी से कम है तो हम लोग क्या कर रहे थे, अभी तक मिनिमम रेनफोर्समेंट लेके प्रोवाइड कर लेते थे. ठीक है. सो फॉर कैलकुलेटिंग अ रेनफोर्समेंट इज़ टू बी डिज़ाइन. सो first step is to calculate SF in a shear reinforcement. So how we can calculate SF, shear force in a shear reinforcement? So for calculating a shear force, we have one equation given in a IS 456 2000 page number 73. VUS is equal to VU minus tau C into BD. So what is VUS? VUS is the strength of the shear reinforcement. VU is the shear force. Tau C we have already found in a previous step. B is the width and D is the depth of that particular beam. If bend up bars are provided, then find VUS1. So for finding the VUS1, we have again one more example given in IS 456 2000, page number 73. VUS is equal to 0.87 Fy into ASV into sine alpha. Here VUS1 is the strength of a bent up bars. Alpha is the angle of the bent up bars, which is 45 degree. ASV is the area of the bent up bars and Fy is the characteristics of the bent up bars. If in an example there is a notification provide a bent up bars, then you should use this equation. If there is no notification about the bent up bars, then we have to use this equation. VUS is equal to VU minus tau C into BD. Now we will find a net VUS. So net VUS is a VUS minus VUS1. This VUS1 should not greater than 0.5 VUS. These criteria should be fulfilled for this design of a reinforcement. Now after calculating this shear force, we will find a spacing of a vertical stirrups. So for calculating a spacing of the vertical stirrups, we have this equation SV is equal to 0.87 Fy ASV into D upon VUS. If bent up bars are provided, then net VUS हमें यूज़ करना है instead of this VUS. After providing a spacing, we will check a maximum spacing criteria. So for maximum spacing criteria, there is a 3 criteria given in a IS code 456. So first one is a 0.75 D, second one is a 300 mm, and third one is a SV is equal to ASV into 0.87 Fy upon 0.4 B. So हमें ये तीनों चीज़ फाइंड आउट करनी है कि हमारी जो डेप्थ है उसको 0.75 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है और जो वैल्यू आ रही है वो लेनी है. उसके बाद है 300 mm और थर्ड है ये इक्वेशन के ऊपर से हमें SV क्या मिल रहा है. सो उसमें से जो स्मॉलर वैल्यू है वो हम लोग प्रोवाइड करेंगे. लेट्स से कि यहाँ पे हमारी वैल्यू आ रही है 250 आ रहा है, यहाँ पे 300 आ रहा है और ये SV की वैल्यू हमें मिल रही है 230. So we will provide a value of SV 230 in this design of a shear force reinforcement, right? So these are the basic steps for calculating a shear force reinforcement and design of the shear force reinforcement. So let's start one example. So example is a simply supported beam 250 by 500 mm effective is supported on a 5 meter span and subjected to a total service UDL of a 40 kilonewton per meter over the entire span. Here 4 numbers of the 22 mm dia tensile bars are provided. So design the shear reinforcement. Use M20 concrete mix and Fe415 steel. Show a longitudinal section and cross section with detail of a reinforcement. Take YF is equal to 1.5. Right? First of all, we have B is 250 mm and D is 500 mm. FCK is 20 Newton per mm square and Fy is 415 Newton per mm square. So first of all, we will assume the effective cover and we will get overall dimension of that beam. So we will assume a 50 mm cover. So our overall dimension of the beam will be small d plus 50. So capital D is 550 mm. Density of the concrete is 25 kilonewton per meter square. So from this density and area of the concrete, we can calculate the self weight of the beam. So self weight of the beam will be area into density. So area of the beam will be 0.25 into 0.55 into 25. So our self weight of the beam is 4 kilonewton per meter, right? यू कैन सी इन दिस फिगर स्मॉल एल, मतलब कि ये जो स्पान है वो हमें 5 मीटर दिया है और उसके ऊपर लोड लग रहा है 40 किलो न्यूटन पर मीटर, जो लोड है सर्विस लोड, और हम लोगों ने ऑलरेडी सेल्फ वेट फाइंड आउट किया है। सो टोटल लोड कितना आ रहा है बीम के ऊपर, सो 40 प्लस 4 किलो न्यूटन पर मीटर, सो टोटल लोड विल बी ऑन बीम इज 44 किलो न्यूटन पर मीटर। सो ये जो लोड है वो कौन सा लोड है, वर्किंग लोड है, बिकॉज आपको एग्जाम्पल में बोला है कि सर्विस लोड इज अप्लाइड और उसके अंदर आप लोगों ने सेल्फ वेट ऐड किया, सो वो लोड है वर्किंग लोड। सो वर्किंग लोड को हम लोग यूज़ नहीं कर पाएंगे, तो उसको हम लोग क्या करेंगे, फैक्टर्ड में कन्वर्ट करेंगे। सो आप लोगों को पता ही है कि अगर आपका यूडीएल वर्किंग है तो उसको फैक्टर करने के लिए क्या करेंगे, 1.5 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे। सो हमारा लोड कितना हो जाएगा, 66 किलो न्यूटन पर मीटर। ठीक है, हमें लोड मिल गया। अब हम लोग क्या करेंगे, वी यू कैलकुलेट करेंगे सबसे पहले। सो वी यू कैलकुलेट करना हो तो क्या करेंगे, उसका इक्वेशन है डब्ल्यू एल बाई टू। हियर डब्ल्यू इज 66 विच वी हैव फाइंड and L is 5 that is given in an example. So WL by 2 is 165 kilonewton. So our VU is a 165 kilonewton. अब हमें VU मिल गया है तो उसके ऊपर से अगर हमें टाउ V फाइंड आउट करना है, सो हम लोग फाइंड आउट कर पाएंगे क्योंकि हमारे पास इक्वेशन है जो मैंने आपको स्टेप्स में बताया था। सो वो इक्वेशन आपको पेज नंबर 72 में से मिल जाएगा। So tau V is equal to VU upon BD. So here our VU is 165 which is in kilonewton. So we will convert in a Newton. So 165 into 10 raised to 3 divide by B is a 250 and small d is a 500. So our tau V is a 1.32 Newton per mm square. ठीक है, अब हमें टाउ V मिल गया। अब हमें क्या फाइंड आउट करना है, टाउ C फाइंड आउट करना है। सो टाउ सी फाइंड आउट करने के लिए सबसे पहले क्या चाहिए, हमें परसेंटेज ऑफ द स्टील चाहिए। सो यहाँ पे परसेंटेज ऑफ द स्टील हम लोग कैसे फाइंड आउट कर पाएंगे। सो एग्जाम्पल में हमें बताया है कि 4 नंबर्स ऑफ 22 डाया बार्स आर प्रोवाइडेड। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी विल कैलकुलेट एरिया ऑफ द स्टील फ्रॉम दिस 4 नंबर्स ऑफ 22 डाया बार्स। सो व्हाट वी विल डू, 4 इंटू पाई बाई 4 इंटू 22 स्क्वायर। So we will get the area of the steel 1520 mm square 1520, right? ये हमें area of the steel मिला है mm square में। अब हम लोग क्या करेंगे, percentage of the steel find out करेंगे। So for finding the percentage of the steel we have one equation 100 AST upon BD, right? So we will put this AST in this equation and we will get a percentage of the steel 1.2 percentage for a M20 grade of the concrete. So from this grade and from this percentage of the steel we will find the tau C from the table number 19 page number 73 IS 456-2000. So here our tau C is a 0.66 and what we have find out tau V is a 1.32 Newton per mm square. So tau V is a greater than tau C. So we have two criteria, right? Tau V is less than tau V और tau V is greater than tau C. So हम लोगों ने देखा था कि अगर tau V लेस देन tau C आ रहा है तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे, डायरेक्टली मिनिमम रेनफोर्समेंट प्रोवाइड करके बीम की डिज़ाइन कर लेंगे। बट tau V इज़ ग्रेटर देन tau C जब आएगा तब हम लोगों को क्या करना पड़ेगा, shear रेनफोर्समेंट को भी डिज़ाइन करना पड़ेगा। So here tau V is greater than tau C, so we will design shear reinforcement. So for design of shear reinforcement again we will find out the VUS. So VUS is VU minus tau C into BD. This equation is given in a page number 73 IS 456-2000. So here VU is 165 into 10 raised to 3. Our tau C is a 0.66, B is 250 and small d is a 500. So our VUS will be 82,500 Newton. ठीक है, हमारा VUS हमें मिल गया। अब हम लोग क्या करेंगे, SV फाइंड आउट करेंगे, मतलब कि स्पेसिंग ऑफ द स्टीरअप्स फाइंड आउट करेंगे। सो स्पेसिंग ऑफ द स्टीरअप्स फाइंड आउट करने के लिए हम लोग क्या करेंगे, यहाँ पे बोला है कि 2 legged 8 mm डाया वर्टिकल स्टीरप्स ऑफ Fe 250 स्टील वी विल यूज़। सो ये अज्यूम की गई वैल्यू है, हमें एग्जाम्पल में दिया नहीं है कि हमें 8 mm डाया की वर्टिकल स्टीरप्स यूज़ करनी है, ठीक है। सो हम लोगों ने अज्यूम किया कि हम लोग 2 legged 8 mm डाया वर्टिकल स्टीरप्स प्रोवाइड करेंगे Fe 250 स्टील की, ठीक है। तो सबसे पहले 8 mm डाया बार की 2 legged है, मतलब 2 नंबर्स ऑफ बार्स प्रोवाइड करेंगे। सो उसका एरिया फाइंड आउट कर लेंगे, जिसको बोलेंगे ASV, एरिया ऑफ द स्टीरप्स। सो ASV फाइंड आउट करने के लिए 2 × π/4 × d square, here d will be 8 mm, so we will take 8 as a d, so ASV is 100.51 mm square. So now we have a equation for SV. So SV is equation for SV is a 0.87 Fy into ASV into d upon VUS. So we will provide all the data in this equation and we will have a SV is 132.49 mm. So after finding the SV we will check for the maximum spacing. सो हम लोगों ने फाइंड तो कर लिया है, SV 132.49 mm है, बट वो ओके है कि नहीं वो चेक करेंगे। सो वो चेक करने के लिए मैंने आपको वो बताया था स्टेप्स में कि 3 क्राइटेरिया है। ये 3 क्राइटेरिया आपको पेज नंबर 47 IS 456/2000 में दिए हैं, जिसमें सबसे पहला क्राइटेरिया था 0.75 D। सो यहाँ पे हमारा D कितना है, 500 है। सो वी विल मल्टीप्लाई विद द 0.75, so we will get 0.75 D as a 375 mm, ठीक है। ये फर्स्ट वैल्यू मिली हमें 375 mm, सेकेंड वैल्यू है 300 mm और थर्ड वैल्यू है SV। सो SV का इक्वेशन है 0.87 Fy into ASV अपॉन 0.4 B। सो वो इक्वेशन में हम लोग सारी वैल्यू पुट कर लेंगे। सो वैल्यू पुट करने के बाद हमें SV की वैल्यू मिल रही है 218.6 mm। सो ये 4 वैल्यू में से जो मिनिमम वैल्यू होगी वो हम लोग प्रोवाइड करेंगे। सो ये SV हम लोगों ने कैलकुलेट किया है और ये जो 3 SV है वो एज पर कोड है, ठीक है। सो ये 3 SV में से मिनिमम वैल्यू कौन सी है, 218.6 mm, और हम लोगों ने क्या फाइंड आउट किया है, 132.49 mm। सो लेस वैल्यू कौन सी है, 132.49। सो ये 4 वैल्यू में से जो मिनिमम वैल्यू है वो वैल्यू हम लोग स्पेसिंग में यूज़ करेंगे। सो वी विल यूज़ SV इज इक्वल टू 132 mm सेंटर टू सेंटर। सो वी विल प्रोवाइड 2 legged 8 mm डाया MS vertical stirrups at 132 mm center to center. So after finding this design of a shear reinforcement, we will draw a sketch of this section of this beam. So in a section you have to show all the dimensions which we have founded. So here 4 numbers of 22 dia bars are provided in a beam, and you can see in this section you can see these stirrups are provided. These stirrups are 2-legged 8 dia 132 mm center to center. So you have to show everything in this figure. थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन। आपको ये एग्जांपल एक और एग्जांपल मैं आपको वर्कशीट में करने के लिए दूंगी। सो आपको वो एग्जांपल करना है और आपको बताना है कि कोई प्रॉब्लम है कि नहीं है। थैंक यू एवरीवन।